All right. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers, and peace and blessing, salutation of the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing and get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into today, is responding, to another comment from the comment board. All right, dealing with a brother, with a vision, with a dream that he had, and pretty much just rolling in the spirit because we in the time now, where we must defeat, these distractions. It's something that we all, battle with, being distracted in this world because we live in a society that's pretty much, geared towards catering to the flesh, catering to the lust. The scriptures talk about the lust of the eye, you know, and the flesh is weak, as the scriptures say, but the spirit is willing. So we have to understand we should pour more into our spirit to overcome, the flesh. All right. And each brother has their different thing that they're going through, their different situation that they're going through, they can be a distraction. And each brother gotta do, whatever they gotta do in the spirit to overcome. We all got our thing that we have to overcome within this ministry, all right, as we strive, for that glory, all right, of salvation, man, which is going to lead to rulership, immortality, man. So there's temporal things, that we have to overcome, to go into and enter into the glory of the eternal, all right? So what I want to do, I'm going to start off with the comment, then we're going to get into the precepts, Lord will you brothers and you few sisters are edified. Now this comment is from the brother, all right, Nakwam Yasha'Allah, all right. It says Shalom Apostle, which, I'm definitely nowhere near an apostle. I'm not even an elder. I've been in this thing, going on 5 years, I want to say. I don't even keep up, with the years anymore. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just honored to be here. You see, but I'm definitely, nowhere near an apostle. I might be a big bro to few, and I'm a little bro to most, but I'm nowhere near an apostle. All right, but it said Shalom. I just needed to share. All right, that I had a dream in which you and I were working together, and you kept getting on me saying you need to get on your shit. It says you kept saying that, and then our supervisor, who is actually my supervisor at work, was carrying a crate with the forklift, and somehow he dropped it, and two alligators came out after us. It said they running after us, and we were walking, and we went into some room and closed the door. Then I was explaining how that the supervisor is always messing up, and I have to clean up his mess. Your reply was, "F him, keep on doing what you got to do." When it says we on a mission, that's when I woke up. I also definitely don't want to lean on my own understanding. I took it as I need to do more and disregard distractions. If Yahweh Bashim al Shah permits Baba Shah, give me your thoughts to water, So this video is centered around that dream, that vision, a dream that the brother had, and it's spiritual because I'll get this real quick, you know. Let's get this in the book of let's see. This is Luke 22:31. And the Lord said, all right, this is Yahweh Shah speaking, Simon, Simon, speaking to Peter, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. And see, we have to understand, this is for every individual of the hopeful elect. Satan desires, all right, to sift brothers. And one thing that Satan does, he'll utilize distractions, because one thing about this ministry, different brothers have different weaknesses, man. A brother might not be have a drinking problem, or he might not, be girl crazy, or, but it's something that Satan will try to use any avenue that he can. So I want to get that word sift. All right. I want to get that word sift, because we're all right, have to deal, with Satan and his sifting. So when you go to that word in the Greek, it's sonazo. All right. Now when you go to the outline, biblical usage, all right, this is the definition for sift. Satan have desire to sift brothers, man. It says figuratively, by inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow, and it's very spiritual that the brother, is dealing with that, with his supervisor, because pretty much, because he said in a dream that we was working together, but we was working for his supervisor, and then he got to the point where he was saying how, he always had to clean up his supervisor's mess, and I was telling him, look, F that, we on a mission, do what you gotta do. Because at the end of the day, that supervisor is nothing but a vessel that Satan's jump on to try to agitate brothers, all right, to pretty much get us to be carnal, get us to always be thinking about stuff that really don't matter that much, all right. Satan is very crafty, man, because it's spiritual, because we were working together, and it was with his supervisor, and I got a supervisor that's like that as well, man. Because pretty much all I do all day is kind of control chaos. Like, I can have a plan on how to do something to get the job done, and he'll come in and he'll, override what I gotta say, because he's over me, so he got the last say so, and he'll create chaos, and I have to be the one to kind of put it together. So it's pretty much like, me and that brother dealing with the same type of demon, because it's probably the same demon that's on his supervisor is probably, on mine, because when people get in certain position, they get proud. You can't tell them nothing, and then when they see you, they try to suppress you, they see that you're not just the average, guy walking the earth, you own to something, so they'll try to suppress you or throw unnecessary stumbling blocks in your way, and they're just Satan, trying to get us distracted by that. Because it used to be real bad. Like, I used to think about the job over the whole weekend. Like, we'd be off Friday and Saturday, and I used to think about the job over the whole weekend, man. It used to be real bad. You see, I used to deal with that, being distracted real bad, But one thing, all right, that helped me get over that is I was caring too much, I was caring too much. Now, as we, got these jobs, all right, we have a job to do while we're there, and I push brothers, to do a superior job at whatever job you got, put your hours in and go home, But see, I was too much invested into that job, because with me, I don't mind working hard. Like, hard work, it don't bother me. You see, It's pretty much the people at the job that's vexing more than anything, and waking up at that time of morning, but the actual work don't bother me, you know. But I see the Most High use that supervisor also to he said the Most High used the supervisor also to help me grow a hatred for that job. That way I can be ready to let it go when it's time, man. Because we in the time of letting these things go, you know. So what Satan to do, he'll jump on particular people. Cause like I say, some brother like we leveling up in this thing. You might have a well structured life outside of work. Satan really can't tempt you in nothing because you don't do too much. But see at work, he'll use, especially the supervisor, he'll jump on him to try to put, these false narratives in your head, like you not good enough and you always messing up, you can't do nothing right. Push those narratives to keep us distracted. It's all a distraction. It's all an illusion. And see, what helps me, the less I started buying into it and caring about it, the smaller it became. And you get to the point where the Most High intervene, and I can tell when the demon jump on them and when the demon jump off of them now. It's to that point, like Saul. You know how when David and Saul, all right, when King David played that harp, and that demon to jump off Saul. You know, so it's a lot of brothers that's in that situation. What we got to understand, we going through the exact same thing that King David, all right, Yahweh, all right, was going through. You see, so you have a person, that's over you, and a demon to jump on him and try to make your life harder. Well, pretty much, it ain't nothing but a distraction, man, because really it don't matter like that. Now, let's get some more precepts. Since I said all those things, just kind of lay the foundation. But it was spiritual. The brother had that dream, I say, because pretty much we probably dealing with that same demon, you see. Now, let's get that in, let's get that in. First Timothy 2. Second Timothy. All right, Second Timothy chapter 2, verse 3. All right, Second Timothy 2 and 3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach." See, we have to endure these things, because there's a lot of times I know, brother, you probably feel like quitting, which if you can do something better, of course, make moves. You're not loyal to any of these jobs. But a lot of times the Most High have it where we stuck in particular places because it's something that, he wants us to overcome within ourselves. So we got to endure particular things, man. Remember Apostle Paul, he had a thorn in the flesh and he prayed for it 3 times for it to be removed, and the Most High didn't remove it. But he told him that his grace was sufficient for him, And remember, within this grace period, there's things that we have to conquer, all right, within the flesh, man. There's things that we have to conquer and level up in and make adjustments. So, at the end of the day, like now, it's to the point where a lot of my days been kind of, even when it get hectic, I done got good at controlling the chaos. I done got to the point where I'm steps ahead, of the chaos, man. You see, I'm making all type of preparations. Really, it's to the point of running circles around everyone, And that's just who we are, as Israelites, man, especially Israelite men. We rise up to the occasion, man. We rise up to the occasion and become great, man. So it is just an obstacle, brother, that you just gotta overcome, and not take it so serious, man. Because I used to take things real serious to heart. It's just how I am, I take stuff serious, man. When everyone else laughing and playing, I be dead serious, man. So it's something I had to control too, even balance with that. I could be too serious, I just gotta go, go get it. I be like a go, Somebody ain't moving the same speed I'm moving, I get agitated, but I had to, kind of learn how to balance it out. And that's another thing, we have to learn balance, within this ministry. And always, whenever you're in a situation of affliction, ask your how about Shema Shah, what is he trying to show you about yourself, man? You know, that's what I used to have to do. I used to pray like, what is Yahweh Bashim Shai trying to show me? You know, and it'll come, that light bulb will hit eventually. Then I see my flaws in the spirit, you know, because remember, let's get some precepts. I'm gonna read this again. This is 2 Timothy 2:3. It says, "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah Mashiach." Yeah, so a lot of the men of the Lord, you know, we have, you know, hard lives, man. You know, we go through things that people don't go through. You know, we experience, cause see, you gotta remember, Satan, Satan ain't gotta, you know, sift 2/3. They already on self-destruct mode. You know, Satan ain't gotta do no work to sift them. But see, for the elect, it's his job to always be a resistance. It's Satan's job to be a resistance to the elect. Let's get that in Zechariah. You know, it's his job to just be their resistance in something, in some type of way. You might conquer one thing, then Satan to jump on another thing. You know, he always gonna try to come at different points. All right. Now this is Zechariah 3:1. It says, "And he showed me Joshua the high priest standing before the angel of the Lord Yahweh by Shemel Shai, and Satan standing at his right hand to resist him." You see? So Satan is their resistance, you know, that's set up against what? The elect. Because the like I say, 2/3 don't need resistance. They through. You know, they on self-destruct mode. You know? They got their marching orders and they going with it. All right. But see, it's the elect whom Satan has been tasked to try to sift and try to agitate. And pretty much it ain't even the supervisor. It's just Satan. He just a tool that Satan can use. You know, and that's another thing. We can't take things personal. You know, it's something else I had to grow out of, taking everything so personal, because pretty much it's just Satan using these different vessels. These people don't know what's going on. See, we know we in a spiritual warfare. These people don't know that they're being used in spiritual warfare. You know, they don't understand that, but we do. So that's another thing. Like, we can't take things personal when these things happen and have this, you know, this personal hatred towards particular people. Now, of course, all right, how about Shema Shai going to judge these vessels being used by Satan? They gonna get the business, you know, but it ain't on us to take it so personal where we get so overwhelmed and distracted. All right, they can push you to anxiety and depression. You know, we just gotta level up and do what we gotta do. You see, and we built for it, man. That's another. We Israelite men, we built for this, man. You see, we built to rise to any occasion that come. You know, so let's go from there. All right, because I say balance is a major thing, you know, within his ministry as well. This is 1 Corinthians 1. Now this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 25. And every man that striveth for the mastery, all right, is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Yeah, so everyone that's striving for the mastery, we have to learn temperance, man. You know, we have to learn balance. We have to learn self-control. All right, because a lot of times you do want to spaz out. You want to tell every single person a piece of your mind how you feel, but see, that's part of the overthrow. Because if Satan gets you to get out of character, he gonna jump off them people that he used to get you out of character, and they gonna be looking at you like, what's wrong? What the hell wrong with this guy? You know, you'll be looking crazy as hell. You see, and that's what Satan want. All right. That's what he wants. That's what he's set up to do, to get you out of character, to get you to panic. That's another thing I had to learn to stop doing, was panicking, man. Like, it'd be so much go wrong in one day. All right. Hey, whatever we can't control, hey, fuck it. You know, you gotta say it like that. All right. You just can't give, hey, just don't give a damn. It's certain things we just can't control. After, you know, we're doing all that we can do, you know, with these jobs, and certain things happen that we can't control. The hell with it. Ain't nothing we can wear and ain't gonna change it. You know, worrying about something not gonna change it, especially if you have no control over it, man. And it got to the point where I knew when the Most High was testing me because it just be things happen back to back where it was possible for me to get the job done that day. You know, and I got the mind frame I'm learning myself in the ministry that I got the mind frame where I'm an overachiever. You know, I like to always whatever the mark is, I gotta go over it. You know, and if I don't, I feel some type of way. But sometimes it ain't meant for. Sometimes it's just meant for me to give it to you. How about Shema Shai? You know, and it be situations where I can panic. Where I'll be panicking, and and the Most High will put things in place. All right, where it'll work in my favor. You know, just for an example, let's say I had 3 trucks that I had to get out to go to Baton Rouge, and the crane broke down. You know, I had two operators call in. You know, they sick or whatever. So now I can't get the truck done. And it's been a situation like where the Most High had a hurricane come through that region, and shut the whole job down, and them trucks don't gotta go out no more. And that was just the Most High showing me the trust in Him, man. God, the brother was saying in that vision that it was his supervisor dropped the crate and some alligators came out, and we went into the closet and pretty much we was hid, man. And that just shows that Yahweh Shema Shai is gonna intervene in our situations, man. You know? So I'm knowing that everything that I go through at work is preparing me pretty much for this chaos, that's to come. And everything that you brothers and, even you sisters you go through is preparing you for the chaos to come, you know? Because we gotta develop that trust. All right. And like I said, the less I care about those things, the more the more structure I have with it, you know? It's because we come to a time where we can't be in panicking, man. We gotta handle shit as men. The leaders of the nation. We gotta handle shit. We can't panic. We can't fold. We can't, get that loser mentality, man. I'm always looking for a way, all right, to make things happen, man. That's another thing. When things happen, we can't just shut down, man. Hey, we got look. It's an alternative way. Just do another way. That don't work. Let's try something else. That machine broke down. Hey, let's do it on another machine. Let's try something else. It's always a spirit of moving forth and going through Jacob's trouble. We're gonna have that mindset to keep going forth. All right, it's gonna look some obstacles gonna look crazy, but we can't just sit there. We just gotta keep moving forward, man. You know. So overcoming distractions, because really a distraction is mainly an illusion, but we give it energy by worrying about it so much. All right. That's why this scripture says this. Let me get this. I think this in the book of all right, let me get it real quick. I believe it's in the book. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30. Let's say verse 21. Let's see what you brother got up here. Yep. From the brother Kazak Bun Yahweh, the 1 Corinthians 10 and 13. It says, there have no temptation taking you, but such as is coming to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with a temptation make a way to escape that ye may be able to bear it, man. Yeah, hey, so the Most High is not doing this to break us, man. This is to build us up. Now, He's going to push you to your breaking point, all right? Because that's what brings greatness out of someone, is when they're constantly pushed to their breaking point, you know? You see somebody that's real swollen, cut up and ripped, a real toned body. Well, why is it like that? Because he constantly pushing himself to the breaking point every day. Every day he's pretty much pushing himself to the breaking point when he work out. And see, that's what Yahweh Shema Shai is doing with our spirits. He'll push it to the breaking point. He'll constantly push it to the breaking point. So by the time Jacob trouble come, all right, in the spirit, we toned up, you know? So it says, this is on Sirach 30 and 21. It says, give not over thy mind to heaviness, the distraction. You know? Like I say, we can't be in our own mind. Like I said, I know me. I'm an overachiever. I'm an overthinker. You see? And I can be in my own head. It's too much. You see? That's why sometimes I just gotta let go. Just let things go. Let it play out. You know? It says, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel. Yeah, and that's a heavy tactic of Satan. Because Satan will have you thinking someone saying something about you, and you won't even have a actual confrontation with the person, but in your head you having a confrontation with that person. And that's just Satan got you afflicting yourself in your own counsel. You know? Satan to have, because even though you're not actually, having verbal, arguments with people, but if Satan gets you to have a argument in your head, you still getting the same reaction, which is anxiety, stress, you know? So that's one thing. It's another level to this thing, man. Like this thing we dealing with is deep, man. You know? I'm hoping I'm making sense, but this thing we dealing with is deep, man. So we have to apply these scriptures. See, these scriptures give us the counter for all these distractions. Even with lust, man, sometimes you gotta fall back, man. Sometimes, hey, get off social media sometime, man. Give that shit a break. What are you missing? If you go a month without social media, what did you miss? If you go a month without going somewhere, not being on the scene, what is you missing, man? And every brother different. You see, these just suggestions will not be saying things, but at the same time, we in a time now, man, where we pretty much have to live simple lives, man. We can't be playing video games all day. We way beyond that, so we can't be so distracted by so many things and having all these moving parts in our life, man. Hey, it's time to simplify things now. That's why scripture talk about keep thy eyes single. You going to the word single, it means pretty much to be simple, man. Because I remember I went to Walmart a couple months ago, man, and I had to buy me some more work boots, and I had to buy me a new Bible. I had to buy a work boots and a new Bible. And when I bought the work boots and the Bible, I had this, it was like the spirit was telling me pretty much, this is what you're gonna be doing. Like this, this pretty much it. This your life right now. Work and teach. You do a few things here and there on the outside, you can't be, a monk. But overall, my life is very simple, and I'm content with it. Because at the end of the day, the more you believe in what's to come, the less you care about this, man. And let me get that real quick. All right. These scriptures, these scriptures really combat distractions and anxiety. You see, there ain't no better counsel than these scriptures, man, because this is our one-on-one with Yahweh. That's why we gotta be in tune to what the scriptures is saying. Now let's get this. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6. All right, this is Matthew 6. All right, this is Matthew 6 and 34. It says, take therefore no thought for tomorrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof, man. And this is a scripture that battles worrying and and anxiety, man. Deal with things day to day, man. Do what you can to improve yourself in this day. You know, and then tomorrow come, you deal with it. You know, but we can't be so worried about the what ifs and on way down the line, and you know, focus on whatever you got to do today, man. That's why it's good to have a routine. Like that's another thing too. I'm like I reading about that with the Taurus, which we know some of that man, what you call this shit, zodiac. You know, be off, but some of it accurate too, man. Cause I was reading about the Taurus how you know we industrial people and we like everything the same way every time, you know. Cause pretty much my day almost the same every like my week. Yeah, I pretty much got my week scheduled out. Like I gotta be on the you know, I gotta be like on a particular regimen. You know, I get frustrated, but sometimes it get thrown off. Sometimes the spirit will be like fall back, you know, chill, get you some rest, you know. But most time I be like on a regimen. But at the end of the day, all I can do is plan for that day, you know, and make moves in that day, and pretty much let everything handle itself, man. Cause stressing ain't gonna do nothing about nothing, man. You know, you sitting there idle just stressing, that ain't gonna help the situation at all. They don't do nothing. We gotta be active. You see, I became very hands on, man. I used to just sit there and worry a lot, you know, and be in my head, but now I'm just active. I just make moves now. You see, I just constantly make moves, man. Whatever I can do to better the situation in that moment, I'm do it then. And then everything else will start panning itself out, man. You know? So let's go back into it. It says, I'm gonna jump up to verse 27. This Matthew 6 and 27. It says, which of you, this Yahweh Shai speaking, taking thought can add 1 cubit unto his stature. You can't, there's things that's out of our control, man. So Yahweh Shai, look, you can sit there and think and worry and stress hard as you want. You can't make yourself taller. You know? That means what, man? The thing that you can't change, why spend a lot of time worrying about it, man? Make the adjustment that you need to overcome. Make the adjustment that you need to make in your situation to overcome. You know, we all vex, you know, but we ain't in that spirit of pouting and crying and head down, man. My head up, man. These people cannot take my joy. The joy that, hey, I got in Yahweh Shai, I refuse to let these people take it. Ain't no situation on earth that I care about that's going to make me think about that more than what Yahweh Shai is doing, man. Yahweh Shai finna bring his kingdom here. You see that? We finna rule the earth. We finna get to enjoy the earth, man. The Heavenly Father finna set his son up in the earth to rule in righteousness, man. You know? I'm not finna let these people take my joy by worrying about this shit that don't matter. You know? And I ended with that. This 2 Corinthians chapter 4. I started at 16. 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. Yeah, see, the inward man is being renewed day by day. Hey, because we having more faith. It's another thing, man. Pray for more faith in what's written, man. Hey, because the more faith you have, just like ain't nothing like believing what's written. Like the faith, like just when you sit back and think like what the Lord is finna do in the earth, and you believe and you know it's coming, that outweighs everything. That push out all anxiety. That push out all stress. When we really believe in what the Lord is finna do, you know, what the hell is a job? What the hell is a supervisor? You know, a nigga that's fully Vanessa, all right, trying to make our life hard, man. And that's another thing too. Like, hey, we gotta because at the end of the day, things are here to break us. But see, when we break that, what's happening? We breaking things, man. It's to the point now, like my supervisor, he be looking for something to try to complain about. It don't be nothing. He can't find nothing. You know, I done covered it, man. Call halal Yahweh Bashim al shot, man. You know? Well, at the end of the day, the spiritual man is being renewed day by this nigga dying anyway, man. Who we were, that nigga die every day. And the spirit man comes to grow more and more, man. You see? So getting back into it, all right? And it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worked for us a more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. It don't even weigh out. This, and then a scripture says it's a light affliction, man. And then we think about the things we worrying about. These be light things, man. You know? Light things. But Satan like to project it as if it's just the end. Any little thing, Satan try to project it like you through, you done, this the end. You know? Satan always want to push the worst case scenario in your head, man. All right? But you overcome that with what? Faith, man. All right? And doing the right thing. Doing what you supposed to do. Doing what you supposed to do on your end, man. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, like whatever job you work at, do what they pay you to do, man. Do it to the best of your ability. As a matter of fact, even Howard Shah said, look, if someone asks you to go a mile with them, walk 2 miles. Now, the brother Baquar Moth, he broke that down, and that was real heavy. Because what you had back then when Howard Shah said that the Romans, they had what you call a courier system, you know. They would deliver messages. The soldiers would be delivered, like a soldier would come through with a message. All right. And he'll get it to this carrier, then that carrier take it to the next carrier. And that's how news travel back and forth, you know, through the Roman Empire, through those carriers. And what would happen by Roman law, if a soldier told you to carry his stuff, all right, you had to carry his stuff for a mile. All right. So Yahweh Shai was like, look, if someone asks you to go a mile, go 2 with them. You see? You see that? So really much like, you know, if you at work, man, hey, whatever your standard is, go a little bit above that and let that shit be. However it play out, what can you do? You know, because now you blameless now. All right? And that was heavy when the brother broke it down, man. Like, damn. But that's a situation that we in, you know? And I hope that makes sense. But this the point. 2 Corinthians 4:18 said, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, man. So these things are temporal, man. It ain't gonna matter. Like this job, you know, the money, the way we get paid, all this shit ain't finna matter, you know. The business that we in, all, you know, whatever we got, it don't matter. It's finna be destroyed. All right, now while it's still up and running, we handle our responsibility, we maintain our situation, but we can't be so distracted by what we can't be so overwhelmed and consumed in it, you know, where we distracted, man. All right. So Lord will, that was edifying, man. I just want to bring that out. Lord will, you know, that was, you know, edifying to you, brother. You know, hey, just keep fighting, bro. You know, like I say, we fighting the same battle, man. Hey, but we gonna overcome through Yahweh Shai greater. All right. What the scripture say, greater is he that is within you than he that is within the world, man. We're gonna overcome. All right. Victory mentality, man. Man up, rise up to the occasion. We Yasha Allah, sons of the power, man. We was created to be great. Shalom.